Hey guys, this is Little Sunshine coming with you for another month of Terrascopes. I write for a magazine in Los Angeles called the Gay Entertainment Directory, GED, and I've been doing Terrascopes through the summer months, and they've picked up steam. People kind of like them, so I'm going to keep writing them for you and sharing the video here with you. We are in fire signs right now. Um, so fire, 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 let's bring the fire. My signs here. So we're gonna start with, I was gonna start Aries, we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna go to, dun 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 dun, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, this is, if you'd like to meet, there was just this whole little backstory that I read after I got these new cards, and Sagittarius, you were lucky enough to get a pull because I wrote half the horoscopes, Terrascopes, I always do that, um, with my old deck, which will be coming up in the rest of the video. And you guys I was at a crystal store and I found this cool new kind of quirky deck that I love that I could not pass up. So all these cool, like, bizarre kind of photos, and they have little stories with them and stuff. And you got the pull of the Knight of Cups. So this guy, who, the knight in general, he's kind of this knight in shining armor. I always think of he's going to be somebody in your life. You're not going to be this knight this month. It's going to be somebody in your life. He's got this heart on his shirt. He's flirty, He's this kind of flirty stud. Uh, they drew him amazingly in this card. Like, I just love it. And I'll let you guys just keep looking at it to see if you get another message, if those dice down there mean something to you, the cups in general for you. But, sometimes we want to be saved in our lives. Sometimes we want this knight in shining armor to ride in and whisk us up, and sometimes it doesn't work out. He's not really the knight that we envisioned. He's not a false knight, but he is who he is. He's a little more immature. He's having fun. Enjoy him for what he is. He's just this fun, flirtatious card. Um, he's Probably it's not going to be like serious for you. It's more childlike. So if you're not in a relationship, you might be getting this guy showing up and you're going to think that it's all like, woohoo, this is the guy for me and or girl, and let's ride off on, the magical horse and fly away. And he might be promising more than he can deliver on. And, the bigger message that I get from this card, too, is to not wait for the outside hope to come, to not wait for somebody to ride in and save us. At different points in our lives, we might want this, just, save me, a new president or something like that. And it's up to us, guys. It's up to us to change. It's up to us to be the people that we want in a partner. So if you are in a relationship and this person isn't being what you want them to be, the first thing to do is always to start with yourself. Start changing, start working from within. Sagittarius is just be you, and you're good at it. You go out and be this knight if you want, Forget the knight. If you want to go and have your fun, you have at it. But again, if you are in the relationship already and maybe things are fine, maybe things you can't relate to, maybe the spouse is being a little flirty, maybe things are fine, but maybe they just need, that little extra energy. Maybe you need to turn up the flirting a little if you want to see that in your mate, Sometimes it leads to, they match your frequency. They then match your energy that you're, giving off. So then you reflect it, you know, then they start acting, you know, better just by you being your bright, shiny self and bringing that out in them. So if they don't get with it, then they can they can get out because Sagittariuses, you need you at the end of the day. You are your own hope, and um, just don't be misled by this person. So again, if you're not in the relationship, don't, you know, just worship the ground this person walks on all of a sudden and expect it to be great and expect him or her to save you from your past. And you got to start with you, and it's kind of going to be your month. So just working on yourself, steering clear of these guys if you want to. You know, you can dabble in it if you want and learn those lessons and have some fun. Okay, Sagittarius, so that's kind of what your upcoming month is looking like, and 606 we're going to write down. I'm trying to write down the times so that if you are we're going to jump to our juggling Leos. Leo, you got the Two of Pentacles, so it's this guy, if you're watching the whole video. You're with us now. If you didn't, you're just joining us, and the time is like 6:10, 6:06 that you can jump in for Leo. So I'm Will Sunshine. Nice to meet you. That's what I used to do anyway. I shouldn't assume that everybody just jumps ahead to their own sign. Maybe you did want to know Sagittarius. So anyway, for you, my Leo friends, my sister is Leo. I got a lot of Leo-nesses in my life. I actually lost a very dear Leo in my life last month. It was quite the shocker. But for us Leos, we have the Two of Pentacles, and what is this guy doing? He's kind of juggling his pentacles around. So what I got from this guy is, and those waves in the background too. So if this is already like you're getting a big meaning out of it, of how you've been feeling, the up and downs, it's not peace, but it's gonna be this fine dance, because that's what he's doing, dancing. He's dancing his little dance. You're either gonna ride these waves, these emotional waves up and down that are thrown at you, these tidal waves, or you're going to get, you know, drowned by them. You know, they're going to wash over you, and you're going to be a drowned rat at the end of all of this. So, since you're watching this, it can kind of be a heads up for you, and now you guys are going to be on your raft already, because you're going to be aware of this. It's going to be like one of those months where you really got to, where you're juggling, where you're waves. You want to go with these waves. You're going to embrace your waves. You're going to be your wave self. You're going to be the wave. You're going to be the boat. You're going to be everything. But what I also get from this is kind of juggling your two different lives together. So if you're kind of, and when I say two different lives, I just mean like primarily people have, you know, an at-home life and a work life and all these different lives that they want to lead. And maybe they kind of seem separate from each other. So it's going to be up to you this month to kind of, you know, mix the right amount of balance of work with the right amount of balance of your at home. So if you find it that you're over on this side too much, that you're working all the time and, you know, and you feel, you know, obligated that you have to, and you're not just doing this to avoid home, or maybe you are, but in one way or another, you're subconsciously choosing work, and you're choosing to be away from that, and you're choosing it. So maybe you need that extra work time right now. Maybe you don't want to be at home for one reason or another, or vice versa. Maybe you're choosing being at home more than the workplace. But overall, what you're going to get out of it is an imbalance. So don't let the imbalance of this wave, you know, the wave that you're going to ride in the month of November, or wherever you are seeing this video. I'm going to post it at the end of October here, so uh, it's meaning for you right now when you're listening to this or when you read it in the magazine. Um, Try to find the simple balance of life of balancing your work life and balancing your personal life. So if that looks for you, you know that you need to take a vacation because you have been working way too much and you need to get back to your personal life, making that time for you, making that time for others. Um, you have to weigh it. So weigh in your mind right now, what are you doing in overabundance of? What are you doing in underabundance of? How can you balance this? So if that looks like for you one way or the other, if you're at home too much, if you're being a couch potato, maybe it's time to start, doing those job searches if we're out of work, or doing that extra work around the house to even get started. There's more ways to put in labor than just finding that job. Uh, but yeah, find your balance this month, my Leo friends. Don't get swept up in the waves. Don't get overwhelmed at work. Don't get overwhelmed at the home. Just ride your waves, and you're going to have a good month because you rode them instead of getting washed up under them. So, all right. Thank you, Leos. I will see you again next month. Love you all. Much love to all of you. So, guys, we will finish up with our Aries. Aries is at 11:47. I'm gonna remember that. Okay, so Aries, this is your card for the month of November. We see, and I swear I get this card for every one sign, at least like every month for the last 6 months. So I feel like this has been playing out. We're all working in groups. Take what you want out of this card, but I think you can clearly see what's going on here. Everybody has their stick. They think their stick is the biggest or the best. They're trying to build something maybe, have their ideas of how it should go. It's a very work-related card too. We just got out of Leo and they're, balancing their work. Well, you're not really. This is going to be more of a perspective card, is what I got out of it this time. That you're not any of these people really, but you're kind of like sitting outside of it, watching it. And your best way to conquer this fumbling, fumbling, fun, unorganized kind of group of people is to let them work it out themselves. Sometimes, more often than not, things can work out without us trying to add our 2 cents. Or what do you want to walk over and bring your stick now and tell everybody that your stick is actually going to be the stick that works the best? I don't think that's the best route. So you're gonna find new ways of taking care of this. You're gonna listen to these people. You're gonna individually listen to all of them. Pull this guy over, see what's going on in his mind. Pull Mr. Polka Dot Blue Dress guy over. Find out why he wore that first off, and then find out why or what we can do to make the situation better with his stick. We all have these ideas and belief systems, and we gotta learn how to cohabitate together. Otherwise, it gets pretty disastrous. So the best stuff for you, Aries, this month is it's not going to be about you. That it's going to be about other people, and they're kind of, you get to offer your advice. You get to, well, actually, I wouldn't offer too much advice as more as just being an ear to listen. So they're going to come to you maybe once they see you sitting over there in your lawn chair, and they're going to tell you what's going on, and they're going to unload to you their problems. And sometimes for people, that is just what they needed to do. They don't need you to then go, this is how it's got to be. That guy in the polka dot stick is the best stick, and you need to do what that guy in the polka dot says. Like, sometimes it's counterproductive for the person, and then they go back, and now they're irritated, and it kind of just domino affects the whole thing. That you don't need to be that voice of wisdom that you think you're going to be for probably your work people, is what I mostly get out of this card, but even if it's in your personal life or, you know, volunteering, whatever you do, it's going to be more about you listening to those around you and, you know, just offering the gentle nod, giving them a little encouragement, asking those, like, you know, those counter questions of just like, well, what do you think you should do? And then they can kind of work out the answers for themselves too, instead of just you saying like, this is how it should be. So anyway, that's how our month of November is going to look. I hope they get their house all built or whatever they're working on, and and you don't get too caught up in that chaos. So Aries, have a beautiful, beautiful month, and I'm wishing, if you hung out my other fire signs, see the whole video, thank you. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, subscribe. I'm happy to do these for you guys. And yeah, love you. I love you. If nobody has said it to you today, I love you. Have a beautiful November or whenever your eyes see this. See you later, guys.